Well, this is a drawing competition entitled Gandhi as I See Him. It has been jointly organized by the Gandhi Information Center, Germany, and the Gandhi Resource and Education Center, Rajkot. We aim to inspire young people, local people in Rajkot and Saurashtra to think about the relevance of Gandhiji's teachings for us today. At the same time, we also intend to inspire young people in the Western countries to think about Gandhiji's message of love, truth, and non-violence, because the pictures of these drawing competition will be given to young people in the United States, Germany, England, and the Western countries. Participated in India's freedom struggle. What do you think about this activity, this drawing competition?
It's a good gesture, no doubt, because the new generation must be acquainted with Gandhi and his life work. So, drawing competition, essay competition, elocution competition, reading, literature is a fine activity, and it should be continued all the year round at some intervals.
Do you think students learn enough about Gandhi in Indian schools nowadays?
No, not so much. The curriculum is so heavy that there is no place for Gandhi left.
But what do you personally think about the relevance of Gandhiji's teachings for India today or for the whole world?
Well, I'm too small to judge Gandhi, but as I read and hear from other countries, Gandhi's relevance has been accepted by the whole world. But in practice, it is very little been done in the way.
Do you think that the development of the villages and the principles Gandhi stood for, Satya, Ahimsa, does it still reach the people? Is it can people grasp this message, or is it already too far away from their way of life?
People know a lot about Gandhi and Gandhian ideology, but in practice it's very difficult for them to incarnate the Gandhian ideology, economic, political, social. People appreciate it, but they cannot act according to the principles of Gandhi, because the higher strata of the society is far away from Gandhian ideology. The government, state and central are also not so much keen about it. So it's very difficult, but people do imbibe it, do appreciate it.
If a change has to come in the country, where should it come from? Rather from the top level, from the politicians and industrialists, or from the common people?
Well, as it is said, that people follow the higher society, so it should come from above, and from within the lower strata of the society, it should also be, what to say that, yes.
Is there any sign at the horizon in Indian politics that there is a kind of revival of Gandhian ideas?
No, it's not so clearly seen, but people and the leaders of the society do feel that a day will come when we have to follow Gandhi. But at the horizon, it's very difficult to see the clear picture.
Vidarbhai, this drawing competition takes place at Rashtriya Shala. Since how long do you live here?
I am here. I have 50 years.
Last 50 years. That means you have participated in India's freedom struggle, and you can be called a veteran Gandhian, isn't it?
In 1939, when I studied, at that time I joined the war, independence.
That's it. 1939 was a year when Gandhiji undertook his fast at Rashtriya Shala, isn't it?
At that time I am here.
So you have seen him when he took his fast?
Yes. Personally I have seen him, and we lived with him 5 days.
For 5 days.
For 5 days.
Can you can you briefly give your impression about the personality of Gandhiji?
Oh, at that time I am very young, so I can personally see him and met every day him. Lekin I cannot say about what is the personality, thought.
How do you see this drawing competition? Is it something very common here in this region, or something extraordinary? And how would you value see the result of the participants?
I like very much, and it is, I mean that it is first time in Rajkot or Saurashtra, just like a competition about Gandhi.
Although he lived here for so many years, and actually people are supposed to know a lot about him, but there was nothing like this drawing competition before.
No, I have not seen about after for a long time, after you have take interest and
Right. So you think it is inspiring for the young people to think about Gandhiji's life and work?
Surely, it is very necessary for the young generation, and you have done very good. I like it is very good for the Saurashtra and Gujarat.
Prabhudas Bhai, you spent your childhood with Gandhiji in the beginning of this century in South Africa. So when you were a small boy, you stayed with him day and night, you lived with him, you learned a lot from him. Do you think for the present generation it is possible to grasp Gandhiji's message and the ideals he stood for?
It is not difficult. The children can understand all the value what Bapu has taught us. Mainly how to be kind, how to be true, how to be very much working for others, that small boys can also understand and pick up the spirit.
But it has to be conveyed by somebody, by teachers, parents, or media. Do you think the present situation is as such that this knowledge, this message can be conveyed to the students?
Yes, no difficulty. We must have our own belief. We know that we say, what we think and what we do. We must take the who practices the message of Bapu, he can also give the message to others also. Without practicing, message won't be grasped. That is my idea.
Being a known artist of Rajkot, photographer, and I don't know what not. What is your impression about this drawing competition?
Well, it's excellent. Not only excellent, but this is the thing what the youngsters in the country needs today. Yes. So it should be a regular feature. There's good enthusiasm among the students and even the workers. I'm very happy to have a fine sight here.
Do you think students in India today learn enough about their past and particularly life and work?
Well, in fact, I feel very sorry to say that Gandhi is being forgotten, you see. But this is the thing which I think this will bring the Gandhi alive again, such activities, and the way in which the Gandhi led the whole world to the true life. I think this is one of the things we can do for the future of this generation. Yes.
The competition is coming to a close. About 600 students have participated today. They just delivered their drawings. And having talked to a few of them, I must say that it's quite promising to see how much they know about Gandhi and also their understanding about Gandhiji's philosophy. They learn about Gandhi in the schools, of course, but also in their parents' house. And we can hope that in the future there will be better understanding about Gandhiji, and they learn even more, and they also practice. They put in his ideas into practice. The pictures are, at least some of them are of really outstanding quality as far as the technique of drawing is concerned, and also the expression of the message of the picture. So we hope that this event can be extended next year to other cities in Gujarat, perhaps to make it a Gujarat-wide event, and can inspire more people. And these pictures will be given to young students in the Western countries of about the same age group, in order to inspire them to learn more about Gandhiji's life and work. They are then requested to write to the Indian students and to come in touch with them, to start a letter correspondence, a pen friendship, and thus get authentic information about the Gandhiji's life and work and the situation in India, thus learn more about another culture. To inspire young people, local people in Rajkot and Saurashtra to think about the relevance of Gandhiji's teachings for us today. At the same time, we also intend to inspire young people in the Western countries to well, this is a drawing competition entitled Gandhi as I See Him. It has been jointly organized by the Gandhi Information Center, Germany, and the Gandhi Resource and Education Center, Rajkot. We aim to participate in India's freedom struggle. What do you think about this activity, this drawing competition?
It's a good gesture, no doubt, because the new generation must be acquainted with Gandhi and his life work. So, drawing competition, essay competition, elocution competition, reading, literature is a fine activity, and it should be continued all the year round at some intervals.
Think about Gandhiji's message of love, truth and non-violence, because the pictures of these drawing competition will be given to young people in United States, Germany, England and the Western countries.